So, good evening. Welcome back to Damage D&D, where we're doing our Tuesday campaign, Helloran Rising. Last week, after the explosion of the Antiva in the distance, you notice grey shapes surrounding the boat, bumping into it. On closer inspection, you see that they're hitting the same part of the boat over and over. Snow decides to dive in to take a look while being roped to Trenador for safety. He sees a figure down at the very bottom of the boat breaking in through, using tools to break into the bottom of the boat. After the water starts to turn murky with both the creatures and Snow's blood, Trenador decides to pull Snow to the deck, and Snow warns the captain, who sends Timu to check below. She reports back several holes in the main cargo hold. Yorick, Gus and Snow rush down and attempt to repair the damage, but the water's coming in too fast and interrupting the work. Timu, meanwhile, checks the aft hold and finds yet more holes. Captain Mickle makes the difficult decision to order everyone to the lifeboats and an abandoned ship. Once in the lifeboats, you make for shore under the direction of Mickle and arrive at a barren-seeming island with only scrub brush and a very few plants. There is, however, a cave entrance, which soon starts to warm as a fire is lit, and you decide to go exploring, finding nothing much on the outsides of the island, apart from some sort of seaweed, kelp style things that Mickle advises you probably shouldn't eat. Yorick and Gus decide that they should go into the back of the cave to see what's there. And, as ever, they discover a tunnel. Going through the tunnel, everybody following, with a light being lit so that human members can see where they're going in the darkness. You go down into the depths. Coming to a strange opening in the tunnel, you see a pool of water surrounded by stalactites. And before anyone can say anything, Yorick jumps across, closely followed, of course, by Gus. As the rest of you jump over the deep water into the shallows or in the wet rock, you see two figures, not unlike the creatures you encountered on the boat, but they don't react until you approach very closely and attempt to talk, and then initiative is rolled. It's still early in the fight, but already Snow and Miette have performed acrobatics to get into a side opening, with Snow encountering an almost fatal blow and Miette dumping the leader, possibly, of these creatures into a pool of water beside him. We pick up the action with Snow having been healed by Celeste, and he comes to in a pool that is filling up with his own blood, lying beside a creature that Miette has just dumped into it. So, with that being said, we will resume our initiative, and I will pop the battle map back on. If I can remember where it is. There we go. And we'll just have that back into focus. Everybody see that okay?
Yep.
Smashing.
Yeah.
Right, so let's go with initiative. Snow, you are up. With Florian preparing, please.
That was the wrong button, I think.
I think Snow, you scared him and he ran away. We win.
Oh, what happened there?
You've disconnected and reconnected, Jazz, so your camera's off and
Oh,
I can't hear you.
okay.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was very strange.
Indeed.
Okay, that's really weird. Right, let's just minimise that. Put that on. No, not that one, idiot. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Right, I'll try not to fuck everything up on a technical level again. Right, sorry. There we go. So, okay, so. Snow, you are up with Florian preparing. So, everybody needs a quick reminder where you are.
Yes, please. Seeing I wasn't here.
So we have Miette here in this side room with dumped somebody in the water. Snow, you're just behind this wall. We can't really see you at the minute. Celeste is here in her starry form. Trelador is beside her here with this dude here. Yorick is up front battling a skeleton. Gus is there. Melissa is over here, and Trelador was helping Melissa with the torch. So
Florian.
he's not yet engaged with anyone.
Florian.
Sorry, Florian.
Also known as Trelador 2.
Also known as Trelador 2, and Florian 3 is over here.
So where are the baddies?
So we've got a skeleton here, just in front of Yorick. We've got one in... They're not skeletons, they're like the sea elves.
Right.
One in front of Yorick, one in front of Trelador. You've got one across here that only Trelador and Celeste can see, and one back here that both the dwarves and Celeste and Trelador can see.
What's the funny black thing?
Oh, that's the
Spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon for this.
Oh, right,
quest.
okay. Oh dear, doesn't look like a very good situation.
So, Snow, what would you like to do?
I'm really not very happy. So Snow's going to get up,
Okay.
draw short sword and knife,
Yep.
and he's going to stab this thing
Okay. Well,
at his feet.
it is prone, so you have advantage.
Someone for diplomacy.
Natural 20.
Cool. Roll your damage.
I've already tried diplomacy.
That's true.
I'm
you did
trying.
try
You should
that.
let me take my chance. So you're right. We should be doing this in
Right.
character.
Get sneak attack because
If you
Miette's
get
there.
advantage, you have sneak attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have advantage.
2, 4, 6, 7, 10, 20, 25 damage. No, sorry.
25.
30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. Very nice indeed.
And then with my offhand, I'm going to stab it with a dagger.
Okay, and again at advantage.
21 to hit.
Yep, 21 hits.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. That's not good.
Another 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Very good too. Okay. So, let's just mark that off. Cool. Anything else, Snow?
No.
Okay. Florian, you are up with Melissa preparing, please.
Yeah. So does it look like there's anywhere here where I can, like any sconces or anything on the wall I can light up so I can drop my torch?
Make a perception check for me.
10.
10. You don't see any, no.
How wet is the ground where the water is?
Ground is wet.
Sorry, how wet is the ground where the water is?
Like near it.
The water is very wet, and the ground near the water is wet. You get the impression it's really wet here.
Okay. I'm gonna. Who's that behind the baddie? Is that Trelador?
Here.
Right in front of Melissa. No, in front of us.
Here? No, that's Yorick.
You're well, I can't really do much, so I'm just going to stay there until I can find something to do. Okay. Because if I drop the light, Melissa can't shoot her bow. So yeah, I'll stay there holding the torch so Melissa can see.
I mean, you could theoretically, there's sort of loose stone over here. If you tried very hard, you could wedge the torch in there if you wanted.
I mean, yeah, if I can try and do that so there's light for everyone, then, or for everyone who doesn't have dark vision, then I'll try that.
Okay, I'll say you can take. Yeah, I'll give you a free action to do that. Why not?
Okay, cool, thank you. So as I
move up there,
Yeah.
and just slam that torch in there.
what could I have seen from where I was, or is it basically nothing?
You can basically see this creature here.
Okay.
But you know that both the rogues have disappeared into this hole that you can now see as you've moved up a little closer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Can I squeeze in between Yorick then and the wall where that creature is?
Sure.
And I will.
If you didn't have your leg out at a stupid angle, you could have got there perfectly.
Sorry. And I'll try and hit it with my quarterstaff.
Go for it.
It's only a 15 to hit.
Okay, 15. That is the hexed one, isn't it? So 15 does hit, yeah?
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, brilliant. 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. It's all good.
And then I will alarm strike it with my fist. Attempt to.
This is your stone fist, is it?
Yeah. Oh, that's natural 19, so 24.
Not yet. That very definitely hits.
And that's another 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
Sorry, 8 points of damage. My stone fist does more damage than my quarterstaff.
Well, there you go.
And then I am going to move back to the left-hand side of Melissa so she can still see what's out there.
You're going back here.
Yeah, back there. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
That will get an opportunity attack then.
Okay.
Which is okay, that's +3, so that's 20 to hit.
Yeah, most definitely.
And these have sentinel, so you ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
Just roll the damage. It's 2 points of piercing damage. Sorry, slashing damage.
Okay.
As it
Cool.
claws out at you. Okay, anything else?
No, that's everything.
Okay, Melissa, you are up with me, then Gus preparing.
Okay, I'm going to take a step kind of down right into the water so that I can get a clearer view between
This way?
the monk and the hammer. I'm going to take a shot at the one that's in front of Yorick
for
and
it.
Florian.
This is the one you have hexed, yes?
Right. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
It is, yeah.
It's-
I've got
oh, yeah.
the
The hex thing
on
for
it.
Lovely. So we're going to shoot it. Yeah, 10.
10 does not hit, I'm afraid. It's dark in here.
Yeah, quite. Yeah, that's going to be everything from me. That's
Nothing
all
else?
I can really do.
Oh,
No bonus actions.
Okay. So, now the creature in here's goes. She's going to stand up. Which is half her movement. She appears to be in quite a lot of trouble. There are 2 rather annoyed damp cats in front of her.
Yeah.
If you've seen a damp cat, they're not particularly happy things. She's going to stab at Snow because he hit her while she was down with her trident. So that will be a 13 to hit, which I'm guessing doesn't hit.
It's not hit. You'll hear just a very sort of pronounced hiss from Snow as he sort of puts both blades in front of him and catches the trident on it.
Nice. So the second hit is 16 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits. That's my armor class.
Okay, so that's okay. So that is a 11 points of piercing damage. She spins as you takes it off your daggers and then goes low into your abdomen.
Yep, I'm down again.
Oh dear.
Rogues, man, on the edge all the time. So she's going to spin and hiss at Miette and try and bite at you. Moves across to try and bite at you. And that is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so bite attack. That's 8 points of piercing damage. So she's not very
Yeah,
happy
that's
with
that's
that.
fine. That's totally fine.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's her go. So it's now this one's go. Just gonna get her spiritual weapon to attack Trellador.
With advantage.
Oh, did you do reckless? Did you? Sorry. Spell attack. That's 18 to hit.
Yep. Hits.
Okay. So that's 7 points of force damage. It's force damage?
After.
Yeah, it's force damage.
After 3.
Yes, sorry, half to 3.
Not force damage.
Let me just check if it is force damage. Yeah, it's force damage. So yeah, that doesn't get halved. Only physical damage gets halved.
Unless
Okay.
your totem, I
So-
think.
So slashing, bludgeoning, piercing, that kind of thing. That's its go. The other one across the way is going to. What's that one going to do? Yeah, it's going to cast. Oh, okay. It's got one left, so yeah, it's going to do a guiding bolt at Celeste. So that's that's 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Ten. 21 points of radiant damage and you light up with this eerie green glow.
I'm down.
And the green glow fades to nothing as Celeste goes down.
Apparently there was another healer.
So the next go is the last one on the turn. They all run pretty high on their initiative. Is which is this one. The hexed one is going to attack Flurry because new dude. That is that. Okay, let's see, +3, so that's 15 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
There's another go, which is even worse. It's 14.
Yep. No, sorry, that still misses.
Okay.
So I normally don't get that with this character.
And
Everything
then
normally hits.
he's going to, enraged by this, he's going to try biting you, which is a 7 to hit. So that's not good at all. He's had a terrible round.
Thank God
Gus,
someone is surviving.
Gus, you're up with Celeste preparing, please.
Okay, seeing this mayhem going on, I'm going to briefly close my eyes until Bridris, we need you. Help Yorick, get that one. And he'll
Okay.
appear behind the skeleton, or behind.
Okay. Do you have to see where Bridris appears or not?
Yes, well, I presume I can see past the skeleton to about there.
Yeah, you can just see through that wall to that space, yeah.
And then with my bonus action, he's going to bite the skeleton.
Go for it.
Let's see if we can roll something decent. Oh, that's cocked. No, that's a 10. So that didn't work. Oh, I need to roll what...
Yeah, you need to, what damage it does.
Yeah, that is... His essence is force damage this time. Okay.
Cute. But Bridris misses, yeah?
Yeah, that's my go.
Alright.
Oh, I'm going to move
Can
round
you use the
slightly
dragon?
so I've got a clear view of the skeleton. So move round towards the rock slightly so I can see the skeleton better. And I don't shoot Yorick in the back.
Yeah, you should be able to get just through there.
Okay.
Okay, Celeste, you are up with Yorick preparing, please. Don't tell me what your role is, just message me it, please.
I'm going to re-roll it because it went out of my dice tray.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you use the app on your phone, you can see the death saves, so they can just people can put them on the sheet.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Thank you, Joe. I didn't realise that. Let me just grab that. Yeah, so just fill it in either way. I always forget about the app on the phone.
Okay, done.
Cool, thank you.
Oh, just a thought. Would Bridris have had advantage because he's flanking that sea elf?
Yes, you know what? Yes, go on then.
Okay. I'm desperate here to roll a decent roll. Oh no, that's 12. So no.
12, you say?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me just... Yeah, that's their armour class.
Uh-huh.
Roll your damage.
Oh, it hit! Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, 12 is their armour class. Well, that one's armour class, anyway.
Okay.
From the
It's
back.
not very well.
That's why they've
Well,
got really big shields.
8 points of force damage.
8 points of force damage. Very nice indeed.
Good dragon. I always liked him.
Yeah. I said that about you. I said, always like the dragon, that one. That Yorick. Okay, so, Yorick, you are now up with Trelador preparing, please.
There's not a great deal of space in
There
that
is
area,
not,
is
no.
there? Okay. Well, Fermi action. I'm going to try and bonk him with my hammer.
Okay, bonk away.
That one.
Bonks away.
Excellent. That's 10.
10 misses, I'm afraid.
But that's because secretly I was just distracting him so I could stick my other hand past and use my bonus action to healing word Celeste.
Okay, roll your healing word.
Hang on a minute. You're healing
Wait, you
somebody
can-
who's not yourself?
Shh.
Believe it, yeah.
Don't comment on it. He might change his mind.
Yorick can heal.
What do, I genuinely need to look at what dice I made. 1d4. 3 plus 3 for 6.
6 points
Huzzah!
of healing. Celeste, you are jolted into awakening. You get the impression of beards and ale and the smell of hot metal for some reason. It's very weird.
And as I'm doing it, it's going to be, come on, Celeste, we need you to heal.
Awesome. Okay, anything else, Yorick?
No, that's it.
Okay, so Trelador, you are up with Miette. Preparing, please.
Okay, so I'm going to see Celeste go down, and you'll just hear Trelador shout, Manus, no! And I'm going to attack recklessly at the one in front of me. And I'm poisoned,
You
so
are.
it's a straight roll.
Okay, go for it.
24 to hit.
That very definitely hits.
Oh, Ooh, not bad. 15 points of slashing damage.
Nice. Okay. So this thing's looking not great. It's not great. Anything else, Trelador?
Nope, that's me.
Okay. So Miette, you're up with me, and then Snow preparing. What do you want to do, Miette?
I know what I want to do. Sorry, Miette knows what she wants to do. I just feel bad about it. I want to try and disengage and get back out of that room with acrobatics if I can.
Fine. That is absolutely fine. That is a valid choice.
Yeah, I mean, I say
For a lily-livered chicken.
it's pretty crowded in there, and there's a big dragon outside the door. So, roll me a dexterity check.
Lizard, not dragon, apparently.
Sorry,
Yeah, so-
big lizard.
Blizzard?
I am the Lizard Queen.
14?
14? Yeah, that'll just about do it, I reckon. So you have to go through the pool of water, which you're not very keen on, but you do manage to disengage and come out.
I will deal with wet paws more than getting stabbed to death,
Yeah,
I feel.
okay, this is getting really crowded in here. I didn't realise this bit was going to be quite so popular. So, you manage to get out of the doorway, and you are faced with Bridris and two of these big creatures holding huge shields. You can
But
see
they're not looking to attack me, so I can still
not at the
conceivably
minute, no.
back out of the situation.
Well, kind of Bridris is between you and them, so
Well, that's good. Bidris is defending me, technically, so that's okay. I will continue to back out the situation.
okay. Where would you like to be?
Back around where the humans are, looks good.
Yeah, I guess you disengaged, you see.
I did.
So you get to about
So the
there-ish.
humans will, be temporarily unseated as a soggy cat crawls under her legs.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
I can still attack this round, can I?
You can. You've used your bonus action disengage, your movement, so you have your action left. If you've got a ranged weapon, you can attack.
You do have a ranged weapon.
Just don't shoot Yorick in the back again.
I mean,
Pardon me, you'll find that with Snow's arrow.
yeah. So is this one.
That was only a 10.
10. I'm afraid that doesn't hit. Thing brings its shield up. You shoot over Yorick's head, it just brings its shield up. Ting, it clangs off. So, my go. This one is going to attack Trelador because it likes him.
Yep, with advantage.
With advantage.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a natural 20,
Oh dear.
which is not good. Well, it's not that bad. Where's my... Here he is. So that's 10. That's 11 points of piercing damage.
I can half that, can't I?
Yeah, you can half that to 5. He attacks his second attack. That's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. And that is 7 points of piercing damage, half to 3.
Okay.
Okay. And he's going to lunge at you and try and bite you. And he gets a natural 1, so...
That just misses.
He bites on the edge of your axe and takes a point of damage.
Nice.
as it sort of tries to bite you. You bring up your axe to deflect it, and it just catches you. He's got a big bloody streak across one cheek. So that's his go. Snow, you are up with Florian preparing, please.
So let's save.
Yes, please. Don't tell me about it. Just put it on your character sheet.
Okay. Sorry. Could be there-ish. 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. Hasn't appeared yet. Oh well. I'll look at it. Florian, you're up with Melissa preparing, please.
Yeah. Okay. So, even though I wasn't there, my character was. How far did we walk down to get to this place?
You must have walked a good 120 feet or so, maybe a little bit further. You're not sure. It was dark and echoey.
It was echoey, yeah.
Yeah, you were in a tunnel.
Right. Just for the pure chance of this happening, before I do anything, I'm gonna shout out, Captain, gonna need you, and then go in for a hit with a quarterstaff.
Okay, go for it.
Chaz, I've sent you a message.
Okay. Can you not update your character sheet, please?
I just wanted to clarify something before I did.
Sure.
12.
Okay. Cool. Sorry, 12 hits, sorry, Philly.
It does it, yeah. Okay, cool.
As you go to hit, the end of your staff glitters with force, and you do extra d6 force damage.
Okay, so that is 8 points of bludgeoning, I do believe, and then extra d6. Did you say, James?
Yep.
1 point of force damage.
Every point counts.
It does.
Definitely.
And you see as this fella disappears or slumps to the floor unconscious.
There you go. The extra point did the job.
Is that another bone dude, or is that Trellador? What was behind him?
No,
Another
Him.
sea elf.
there's another
Another
sea
sea
elf
elf.
here
Oh,
and
it's
Trellador
because you.
here.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm
Well,
gonna
I
be
don't
like.
have any sea elves, you see.
Yeah,
My
no,
model
that's
maker
fine.
didn't know I was going to do that, so.
For God's sake, model maker. Okay, so in that case, I'll just look behind me, just give a nod to Melissa, and I'll go up straight behind that one.
Okay.
And punch it with my stone fist.
And you can have advantage because it is currently engaged with Trellador.
Cool, thank you.
Your bestie.
That's still only 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Oh, that's maximum damage, so that's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
How much movement did I use?
Let's see. 5, 10.
Okay, if you'll allow me, with my movement,
Uh-huh.
what I've got left, I am going to use my bonus action to do patient defense,
Okay.
and then I'm going to kneel so everybody else behind me who I know of has a decent shot at this thing.
You're going to kneel down.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, no, I like it. That's good.
Unless everything says bonus action, action, and movement.
Okay, Melissa, you are up with me preparing.
Okay, I'm going to move up next to Yorick to see what I can see in here.
Okay, you can see, as you get a little bit closer, you can see into the slightly darkened chamber. You can see somebody standing up here above Snow's unmoving body.
Okay. I'm going to move my hex over to that figure, seeing Snow down.
Okay.
And I'll say to Yorick, darling, I think Snow's in trouble. And I'm going to take a shot at the one that's standing in there.
Go for it.
Almost insane. That's a 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits.
For 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points of piercing damage in your hex.
3 points of necrotic damage.
3 necrotic.
And 4 points of fire damage.
4 points of fire damage. Very
So
nice.
17 total.
Lovely. Anything else, Melissa?
No, that is everything. That is action, bonus action, movement.
Okay, so that's me with Gus preparing. Okay, so the one that's just been hexed is going to...
And I'll give it disadvantage on strength ability checks. Because
Okay, it's going to stand here, looking back at you, and will... What's it going to do? Yeah, it's going to make a run. Run out there. So, Bridris can have an opportunity attack.
Oh, natural 20!
Well, there you go.
So that is, let me see, what does she do? There we go.
Who's a good not dragon?
So that's 5, 6, 7 points of force damage.
7 points of force damage. Nice.
He tries to get past. Bridges just whips round his head and slaps at a leg.
Nice. So you see this limping round over here now. Okay, that's...
It didn't. He did it. No.
Sorry?
Passed
No,
by me, did it?
It didn't
No.
come close enough to you to get...
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, take that back. He's already used his reaction, so he can't do it.
Oh, okay.
He used his reaction to give that 1d
yeah, he did, didn't he?
to...
I'll put those
to
back
Florian.
on then. Thank
So
you
he
for
can't
your...
take-
Thank you for your honesty. That's amazing. He's going to use his...
What a waste of a natural 20. Can I
Action.
save the natural 20 for the next attack?
No. Nice try though. He's going to use his action to dash and then dive into this pool and out of sight.
Oh, okay.
So, seeing that, A is going to... What's A going to do? Let's not use a spiritual weapon again to bash Trelador.
With advantage.
With advantage. Let's get another dice there then. That is spiritual weapon. Oops, no, that one. That's 22 to hit.
Yep, hits.
Spiritual weapon is... lost my dice. There it is. That is 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
That's... It's actually... Yeah, it's gonna... Yeah, it's gonna cast Healing Word. That one, so that is... 2, 4... That's rubbish. 6 points, 8 points of healing back to me. that one's go. This one is going to see new people in the fight. It's going to cast. Is it? No, it's going to cast guidance on that one. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's its go. That one's dead. So Gus, you're up with Celeste preparing, please.
Okay, so I should be able to see the other sea elf that's fighting with Trellador from there.
Let's have a quick look. Headphone cable. Yeah, maybe. We just need to move over just a little bit.
That's fine. I'll do that. And I'll attack that one
Go for it.
with a 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
And as I've hit him, I'll mark him as my favoured foe.
Oh, great, because I need more things to be on this particular
You
bit
don't
of
need
board.
to remember it, it's fine. It's pretty hard to fit something else in there. Oh, wonderful. For 7 points of shooty damage.
7 points of damage. Okay, good. Anything else?
That's my go. On my bonus action, I'm going to get Bridgewrist to turn around and bite him.
Okay, yep, we can do that.
With 9, I think that is. Hold on, let me just check. No, sorry, 12.
12 just hits.
Oh, there we go. And that's 5 points of force damage.
5 points of force damage. Okay, this thing's looking pretty rough.
And that's our go.
That's your go. Celeste, you're up with Yorick preparing, please.
I'm gonna get up.
Okay. You get up, you see Bridris has appeared.
I will activate my starry form again.
Oh, does it drop? Of course it drops when you... Is it concentration that, or is it just a...
It says it
feat?
reverts back to normal form if you fall unconscious. So.
Ah, right, okay. Good to know. I didn't know that. Cool, cool, cool.
I do actually emit light, which I only just read about, so there would be light coming from Celeste in that room.
Okay, how far do you emit light?
I think it's 10 feet of bright light and 10 feet of additional dim light.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. All right, fair enough.
So there would be light in there for people
For
like
the
Melissa.
humans, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Good to know. Thank you.
Who can I see from where I am?
You can see from where you are, Trellador, obviously. You can see the dude in front of you. You can see Bridris. You can see... Actually, you can't see Florian because he's kneeling down and his body's in the way. But you can see Melissa and Yorick and Miette in the distance. Can you see Snow from there? I don't think you can, because he's moved over this way a bit.
Okay. I will cast Cure Wounds at level 2 on Trellador and use the extra healing for myself.
Fair enough, roll your healing.
That is terrible. 9 hit points to Trellador and I take 6.
Better than nothing. Better than nothing. Is that your go?
Yes, that's my go.
That's your go. Cool, cool, cool. Right. So, Yorick, you are up with Trellador preparing, please.
It can't quite make out what's going on and who's where.
Okay. So, we've got... It is a bit tricky, this map. I do apologise. It's got a bit weird. You've got... You're here. Melissa has moved up beside you. Your spiritual weapon is there. You've got Florian kneeling here. You've got a bad guy there. You've got the not dragon here. And then beyond them you've got Celeste and Trellador. And then you've got a bad guy right at the back here. Yeah, that's about all you can see.
Okay. Well, there's a bad guy straight in front of me if Florian's kneeling down.
Yep.
So I'm going to move my spiritual weapon
Sure.
and bonk him with that.
Oh no, Florian's fallen in the pool.
Uh-oh.
Florian, you need to stop drinking, mate.
I'm just gonna. Remember, you have your spiritual weapon because this map is too.
Yeah.
Overly ambitious, I think, this map.
Hmm.
Make your attack.
It looks good though.
Thank you.
12 to hit.
12 does hit.
Oh. It's just a D8, so that's right. Yuck. Just 7 points of force damage.
7 points of force damage. Okay. This thing looks really wobbly on its feet now. It's not sure where it is or where any of its mates are or anything.
Okay, then with my action, I'm going to cast a guiding bolt at him.
Go for it.
Just a level 1, but that's a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
Save time, roll it there. Stonking average, 14 points of radiant.
That'll do. As it crumples to the floor. Did. Anything else, Yorick?
Is there any room to move up a bit?
Yeah, you can move up a bit if you wish. Get beside Bridris.
Yeah.
And
As you get next to Bridris, he's going to turn around and look at you and then lick you.
Ew.
And I will give him the finger.
Okay.
Yeah, that as well.
Looking to your right, there's a big hole in the wall where you saw both the rogues go through earlier, and you can see snow lying in the pool. But that's your go.
Healing him.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. What did you say?
Celeste, aren't you meant to be healing him?
Okay. Trelador, you're up with Miette preparing, please.
I'm just going to continue wailing on this guy recklessly. Straight roll.
This guy's dead.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Yorick just killed him.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. I will move up to the one at the back then. I know I might get an opportunity attack from the...
No, spiritual weapons don't get opportunities yet.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, I'll start wailing on him then.
Go for it.
Recklessly.
Okay.
18 to hit.
18 definitely hits.
Ooh, max damage. 17 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Wow.
Ow. Indeed, ow. Anything else, Trelador?
Nope.
Okay. Miette, you are up with Snow preparing.
Pew pew.
Who are you pewing? One right in the
Whoever I
back.
can
Right
reach.
in the back.
Yeah, why not?
45 feet. Have you got range?
I will move up 15 feet and hit him.
Squeeze past the boys there.
Nimbly, cat-like.
Indeed. No problem.
15.
15 hits, yeah. Roll your damage.
Seven points of damage.
Nice.
You get sneak attack because Trelador's engaged.
Yes, you will get sneak attack.
And an extra 5 points of damage. Thank you, Nat.
Lovely. Okay.
I played a rogue on a Wednesday for a long time, so
Anything else, Miette?
He has the experience. No, that's it, thank you.
Okay. Snow, you come round once again in the pool of mixed of water and blood and bits of fur. You're not very happy.
It sort of sit up and stand up. Maybe diplomacy is not the best way to do things. And I see the fucker across the way.
I'll say yes, but it's going to be a higher AC to hit.
Okay.
Because you're going to go through past Bridris, through Miette, and through Florian as well.
Yeah, that's fine. He's going to very stiffly pull the crossbow out of the leather casing on his back.
Roll to hit.
23 to hit.
23 definitely hits. Roll your damage. You can have sneak attack because this one is no way is this expecting it.
17. 22 points of damage.
22
Nice.
damage. Very nice indeed. Anything else, Snow?
No.
No. Okay. Florian.
Actually,
Yep, sorry.
can I just step against the wall out of sight again?
Sure, yeah, back out here.
Yeah, and use my bonus action to hide.
Yes, of course you can. Roll me a stealth check just in case.
See, I think what we went wrong with the diplomancy was that we were full on diplomancy instead of road diplomancy.
Yeah. 20.
20, yeah. You managed to get cover and just sort of slump against the wall, leaning up against some barrels and crates. To sit there and go, oh, fuck. So, Florian, you're up with Melissa preparing, please.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
So, what we have situation, we have one bad guy over here, one
Yep.
bad guy over here. Big pool of dark water.
Yeah, and that's where I saw the other one jump
Yep.
into.
It jumped in.
Is
Insight
there
check the water. Insight check the water.
is there room to get to the other one between where that pool of water is and the wall?
No. I mean, you could try jumping across. It's only, 10 feet wide, that pool.
Yeah. Don't think I can do that with a strength modifier of 0.
You've got to believe in yourself.
Or, if you wanted to, you could try climbing across the stalagmites around the edge of the pool, if you wanted to.
Nothing's going to grab you, he swears.
Or you could even just jump in the pool, swim across, and jump out again. There are many ways options to cross the pool.
Many ways to die.
Many ways to die. Kill them.
I need to do something, so yeah, I'll try and. I'm quite acrobatic, I think.
So give me, if you
So
want to climb across, I'll say give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'll try and do that.
Do you realise
13.
13. Okay. What's your movement? 30.
40.
40. Okay. Yeah, I'll say you can get across there. It's fairly easy going for you. You get
Yeah,
right up in its face.
Can I get to the side of it just so I am not, as in being a blocker for it for anybody else who wants to try and do anything?
Yeah. Why not?
Cool. And I'll try and hit it with my quarterstaff.
Go for it.
21 to hit.
21
to hit.
And again, your quarterstaff glows with force as you get another decent force damage.
So that's 7 points of bludgeoning damage then,
Okay.
and 5 points of force damage this time.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice indeed.
And same as always, I'll use bonus action for an unarmed strike.
Go for it.
No, it doesn't hit. I rolled a 2.
No, very definitely won't hit. Okay.
So
Anything else?
no, that's all I can do.
Cool. Right, Melissa, you are up with me, and then Gus preparing.
Okay, I'm going to step forwards and peer down the water to see if I can see where that one went with my damn spell slot.
Let me just hex.
Hex doesn't track them.
Yeah, I was going to say, does it give you an idea of where they are? I don't suppose it does it?
No.
No, but you can use
It
your bonus action to
remains-
move it, can't you?
Only when the creature is dead.
Oh, really? I thought
Which
it was
is
a
why I'm
bonus
trying to
action.
find where it's gone.
Oh, okay. Make a perception check for me to peer into the dark water. How close are you getting to the surface of the water?
I'm not getting too close. I'm just kind of leaning over and looking
Give
down.
me a rough distance between your face and the water, please.
How tall am I? That's what we're going to go
Questions to be
on.
suspicious of.
Probably about 5 feet or so. Leaning over.
Okay, just sort of leaning over the edge. Okay, cool. Make a perception roll.
22.
22. You look in, you can't see anything in here. The pool is dark and still.
Okay. I'll kind of look over at everybody else.
With the 22, you do hear from behind you water being moved, as if somebody's coming up out of deep water.
Okay. I'm going to move over to the pillar. Kind of, as I'm moving, I'll kind of guide Gus's attention to where I'm moving.
Okay.
And I'm going to ready my bow and hold my action that if the creature comes out of the water in front of the cave. Oh, I see him there.
Well, yeah, you'd have seen him as you turned round. You'd have seen it there. So.
Okay, if I can see him, then I'm going to pop off an arrow and say,
Why not?
Gus, darling, a hand. So it's going to be, let's use the scorpion die. That's pretty good. That's 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
9 points of piercing damage.
Piercing damage, yeah.
4 points of necrotic.
4 necrotic and the fire.
And 4 points of fire.
Nice. This thing screams in agony.
And I'm just going to kind of be readying my next arrow, motioning for Gus to assist. That'll be my turn.
Okay. So, it's its turn now. It spent most of its turn swimming through, coming up. So it's its movement. So it's going to try and yeah, it's going to throw its trident at you.
Okay.
That's a 26 to hit. Fucking hell, that rolled well.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ooh, nice. 4, 8. That's 12 points of piercing damage as this trident flies into your upper thigh.
I'm glad that I have it now instead of him.
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay. That's its go. Bonus action. Well, it's got a couple of attacks, but it can't really reach anyone. No, that's it. Okay, so the one with Florian will turn and make a claw attack of you, which is a 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That's 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And it will try and bite you as well, which is 20, not natural to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And that is 4 points of piercing damage and a constitution saving throw, please.
21.
21. Yep, you're fine. You can feel the poison leaching into you, but you shrug it off. Your monks training about controlling your body don't allow the poison to pass. That's that one to go. The one with Trelador is going to do the same. Claw
With
attack.
advantage.
Advantage. Okay, so that's an 18 to hit.
Yep, hit.
Which is 2 points of slashing damage with the claw.
Half to 1.
Half to 1,
Oh.
yep. And it's going to bite you for another 18.
Yep,
And
hit.
that is 5 points of piercing damage, halved to 2. And there you go. Gus, you're up with Celeste. Preparing, please.
As I've just heard the indication from I'm going to spin round and go "Wee!" and shoot at it.
Fair enough.
What the hell's that? Oh, with a natural 1.
That
Back.
doesn't hit.
And I'll say before I took that shot, I would have said to Bridris, "Don't worry, we've got this. Go and help Trelador." And so Bridris is going to shoot up there and bite the baddie at the back.
What's the movement for Bridges?
30.
Wrong
Yeah.
way.
Wrong way, Trelador.
Oh, sorry. But I think of them as one entity, you see.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Trillium.
Sometimes people do that with couples, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a 24 to hit.
They have not yet assumed
that
their final
definitely
form.
So
Maybe
that's
later tonight. They will merge into one.
4 points of force damage.
4 points of force damage. Nice.
That's my go. No, back away a little bit, so I'm sort of half covered by those stalactites.
Sure.
I got a surprise then when I turned around and saw them. That's why I missed, honestly.
Okay, fair enough. Celeste, you're up with Yorick preparing.
Can I move over to the really big rock in the corner?
A really big rock in the corner. Over
Near
here.
the back. Yeah.
Sure. That full movement gets you there. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Cool.
And
cool.
I'm really annoyed because some guy tried to kill me by throwing a guiding bolt at my face, so I'm going to return in kind.
Good. Yeah, that's what I'd do, certainly.
16.
16 hits, yes.
Three 4s and a 5, that's not bad.
Pretty
17
good.
points of force damage. And he lights up like a Christmas tree in front of Trelador.
Indeed. No, not Trelador, Florian.
No, I was aiming at the one near Trelador because he was the one who was throwing guiding bolts at my face.
No, he wasn't, but okay. That one fired a guiding bolt at you. This one counterspelled you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's right. I'll just swap them over. So the one in front of Trelador
Yeah.
explodes into shards as you guiding bolt him out of existence.
Nice.
Nice. Anything else?
I don't think I can do anything with my bonus action.
Quickly one-liner about, don't counterspell me, prick.
Yeah, that'd work.
How to spell this?
Bitch.
Yeah, but probably not because Celeste is too nice.
Okay.
Can I spell this motherfucker?
Yorick, in that case, you are up.
Probably something along the lines of, I was only trying to heal.
Yorick, you're up with Trillador preparing, please.
Okay. I'm going to. I want to break free. No.
Okay.
Where am I?
Don't forget your
There's.
spiritual hammer up. Even though it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Spiritual Hammer is mimbling about there.
Yeah. So what we got? Just a guy by Florian?
That's bad dude over here, and there's a bad dude over here.
I don't see the guy by the entrance. So.
No, you don't see snow anymore either.
Oh. I often don't.
Yeah, that's true.
So. Have I got a 20-foot distance between my hammer and the guy by Florian by any chance?
20. Yeah, you get there.
I think that's all the movement a spiritual weapon has, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it's 20, isn't it?
Okay. Well, I'll move that and swing to start with. Just going to do it now. 22 to hit.
Yep, definitely hits.
And that's doing 8 points of force damage.
8 points of force damage. Nice.
How's that guy looking?
He's looking fairly rough, to be honest.
Let's throw another first level guiding bolt at him then. Don't be shit. That was shit. That was shit. 7 to hit.
That does not hit.
Oh, don't you love spells like that?
Guiding bolt smashes against the back wall. No effect.
The back wall is now beautifully lit.
For seconds, it's beautifully lit, then just disappears into nothingness again.
Okay, that's me then.
Trillador, you're up with Miette preparing, please.
Okay, so Trillador in his rage is going to just look at this creature that just exploded in front of him, and he's going to turn his head and just nod at Manus, and then head over towards the one that's left.
Who are you nodding at?
Celeste.
Manus. Who's Manus?
Celeste.
Okay, cool. I don't know who Manus is. Is that from a different campaign?
No, Manus is my sister.
Oh, sorry, yes. Apologies.
And then I'm going to start wailing at this one.
30. Yeah, you can get just in there.
12 to hit.
12 just hits, yeah.
11 points of slashing.
11 slashing, nice.
And you can take 1d6 of force damage on that as well. As your magic appears on your blade and it shimmers with magical force.
Okay, another 1 point of damage then.
Oh, wasting my 1d6s.
Yeah, it's looking really rough. Is that your go, Trillador?
Yep, that's me.
Okay, Miette, you are up with Snow preparing, please.
Pew in the face.
Pew in the face. Okay, so you turn and pew. Okay.
$15.
15 hits, roll damage.
Don't get sneak attack on this one, no.
No. Unfortunately not.
Only 5 points of damage then.
5 points of damage. That'll do it. As the bolt hits it squarely in the neck, Trillador and Flora, you see it just crumples to the ground. Anything else, Mia?
Sorry, just make sure I'm not typing random messages. I presume I would have also heard Melissa calling to Gus earlier.
You would have done, yeah.
Yeah, so in which case I'm going to do the equivalent of, cocking the short bow again and moving towards that other thing to face up my next round.
About there?
Yeah, that's good.
Right in front of me.
That's a good point. Not right in front of Gus.
Well, you probably wouldn't have seen me because I'm hiding behind the stalactite.
And possibly a little bit more behind Melissa because I don't want to be the primary target.
Fair enough. We'll put you just there. How's that?
Much better. Thank you.
So you can just swim, sort of lean out round Melissa and fire if you need to.
Yes. Thank you for your service as a human shield, Melissa.
I'm standing here with a trident sticking out my leg.
To be fair, I think Miette is worse off than you.
Okay, so that was Miette's go. Snow, you are up with Florian preparing.
Hey, I would like to move out of that room towards the edge of the pool.
Okay.
Do I more towards Miette?
Sure.
Do I see the fucker over there?
Yeah, I'll say you can see her.
Okay, so he's going to I'm going to use my feline agility.
Yeah.
And he's going to basically run and dive at this thing, blades out.
Yeah, okay. So you're running at it. It is in the pool, so...
Okay.
Okay, go. So... Yeah, make your attacks.
21 to hit?
Yeah, 21 hits.
11 points
11 points of damage. Cool.
from the short sword.
Explain to me how this looks as you dive into the pool and kill this monster.
All you see is basically Snow hunch over, and he almost sort of takes a on all fours, a tiger leap, and just dives forward and drives the blade into this thing and sort of pins it to the side of the pool.
Fair enough. And we're out of combat. Good work. Well done.
And probably what Melissa would see is him basically half hissing, half growling into the thing's face.
Indeed. So let's just move that back there. Snow is in there.
You're
with its corpse.
You're
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
You're right.
Beatrice.
Who's low? Who needs healing?
Me, please.
Looking at stats, everyone apart from Yorick.
Well,
I'm
I'll
alright.
go over to the people that look the worst, which is Miette and Snow, because I've been trying to keep track.
Yeah, Miette and Snow are definitely looking the roughest.
I can help. And I'll
So-
go over to Gus and do a cure wounds on him.
You are Gus.
Oh, sorry, over to Snow and do a cure wounds.
So I'm doing a cure wounds and doing using my ability to do one on Snow and one on Miette.
Okay.
That's 5 minus 1 is 4.
Nice.
We see why Gus isn't the healer then.
Snow gets 9, Miette gets 11.
Thank you.
Nice.
you.
And then
I'll get Bridris to come over to me and I'll give him a good stroking and cuddling and thank him for coming to help, because he did a lot more use in that fight than I did. Surprised, I suppose.
As he normally does, yeah.
Yep.
Or she, or her.
It.
Or it. Nobody's been brave enough to look yet.
And then is there anybody else looking particularly rough? I think
I'm gonna go.
Trelador's still looking a bit rough. Is anybody else looking?
I'm trying to style it out.
Florian's not looking great, nor is Melissa.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to step to the side and just kind of carefully get the trident out and start trying to clean up the 3 punctures.
Fair enough.
Well, I think Melissa's probably still got like Florian levels of hit points left.
Do you remember I took 2 full Crimson Right damage?
Yeah, I mean...
I will use the last one to split it between Trelador and Florian,
Okay.
since they are one and the same.
This is very true. Yeah, Trellador and Florian are slightly lower than Melissa, but not by very much.
You still be in starry form.
Yes, I'm still in my starry form in the last 10 minutes. So 9 to sorry, try that again. 9 to Trellador and 8 to Florian.
Thank you.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
combat being over and health being restored.
Florian. Sorry.
Sorry, continue.
I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if that put Florian back up to max HP or something.
1 point off.
Yeah, I'm only halfway.
My word.
Well, that's me all out. So I was trying to triage and do the worst looking people.
Fair enough.
With whereabouts is Celeste? Is she still there, or she moved up towards us?
I would have come into the middle to see who was injured.
So if she's moved up like there, can I walk round again and just have a quick snipe back in that room to see what's about?
You're using me as a nightlight.
So you want to go in here?
Yes, he is, and I was going to do that without being insulting.
It's all right. You can call me Tinkerbell.
Okay, so yeah, I'll say that you get at least 2 or 3 of you in that room. Who wants to go in the room?
Me.
I'm going to grab the torch and light it up for those two.
Once everybody's healed, I'll probably just take a stance somewhere in the middle to emit the light for the humanoids and just sort of take a seat.
Out the back, when my rage falls off, I'm just going to slump against the wall. Just
Okay.
I would pull the body of this thing out of the water and then start to search it.
And I'll go over to where Yorick is with Bridris and just check he's all right and see if he needs any help.
Okay.
Just be careful, everybody. I am completely tapped.
Okay, I'm not going to keep moving stuff around on the map. So just if you want to be in a particular place, just let me know and I'll say we can get there. So. Okay, so Snow, you were going to search the body of this creature. Make yourself an investigation check.
20.
20. There's surprisingly little on it, to be honest. Its trident is gone. It has a dagger, which looks more ceremonial than anything else, but it also has a bunch of keys.
Take the keys.
Okay, take the keys, but there doesn't appear to be anything else on it. There's no money, there's no... I mean, its robes don't really have pockets. It had a little pouch which the keys were in. And it has a dagger stuck through its belt, but that's about it.
I'll take the dagger as well.
Okay, yeah, it's fairly crap, but it looks pretty enough. You suspect it'll probably break first time you use it, but it might come in handy.
Miss Miette, you were in here and saw what was going on. Is there anything in particular we should be looking for, or just a rummage about?
Well, make a perception check. I'll let you know what you see. Actually, don't bother. I'll tell you what you can see. You can see there's a large chest in here, which appears to be locked. There are some barrels and crates, and 2 tables with various soggy-looking books on them.
Okay, the books, titles on them, or are they completely like fucked? Because
They are completely waterlogged. If there was ink on them once, it doesn't appear to be legible.
Okay. Knowing that Mia likes treasure and everything, yeah, I'm going to have a look inside the barrels.
Okay, so the chest is locked, so give me a lock-picking check. Because you're proficient with your lock-picking tools, aren't you?
I am, but what does it come under?
So, that would be your dexterity plus proficiency. So, for you, that would be +5. So, d20 +5.
Nope, that was an 8.
An 8, yeah. You jiggle about into the lock. It's not going. It's not one you've seen before or come across. It's a bit strange.
Salt rusted.
Yeah, it is quite heavily water damaged and rusted. So, investigation check for the barrels and crates, please.
18.
18. Okay. There are, in the barrels, there appears to be some rotted foodstuffs. One of the barrels contains, when you smash the lid to break it open, it appears to contain rum. There's
Okay.
a barrel of rum here. You taste of it, it is palatable, it's passable, decent rum. It's quite strong. In the crates, there doesn't appear to be a huge amount of stuff. It's mainly sort of rotted linens and cloths. But one of the crates near the bottom, you rolled an 18, yeah?
Yep.
One of the crates near the bottom of the pile, you take out, or you uncover rather, that's been packed very carefully in what is now damp straw. But it's seemingly unharmed. It's a large great axe with a shining silver head with some strange characters around the edge of the blade. Looks like maybe elven characters, you're not sure.
Okay.
It's heavy, you pick it up, it's really heavy.
I'll pick it up then and basically go out of the room and go, Yara, Gus, is this any good for you? Is this your people's?
Oh,
big is
yeah.
it?
Let me have a look.
Gus, you take a look at it. It is a large axe. It's tall, way taller than you are.
No good for me. I'm too short for using that. You should show that to Trellador.
It's of extremely good workmanship. It looks very beautiful. It has some sort of inscription near the blade of the axe.
Don't look dwarven though. The writing's not right.
Trollador, is this any good for you then?
Bring it over here. I'm not coming to you.
Oh. Seeing that he is absolutely knackered,
He
I
is
will take
slumped
it
on
over
the
to
floor,
him.
yeah.
And I'll pass it to him, and then I'm just going to kneel down and put a hand on his shoulder and be like, get some rest, you'll feel better soon. And I'm going to use my hand of healing on
I
him.
feel fine.
Give me a quick constitution save. A quick constitution check, rather, please, Trellador.
18.
18. You feel the last of the poison drain from your body. Whether
Okay.
that's out of wounds or just passing. But you feel it
And you
dissipate.
You get another 5 hit points as well.
Cool.
Trellador, as you take this axe from Florian, it fits into your hand and it's a really nice weight. It is basically you can add to your inventory if you want a +1 great axe. It has some ancient elven writing on it, which if you do either an intelligence or a history check, straight intelligence, history or arcana, because it's very old elven.
They're all +0.
Okay.
But I rolled a 19.
Ooh, lovely. Okay, so written on the edge of this blade, right near the very sharp bit, is absorb the foe, but wary be.
Absorb the foe.
Absorb the foe, but wary be. Increase your rage. But there will be a price. Or a price there will be, sorry.
Don't make yourself on a...
I will read out loud to anyone who's around me. Interesting.
Sounds
You might want to
a
get
madman.
Yorick to have a look at that. That writing is concerning to me.
Why?
Sounds like it'll make you hit things harder. It's good if you ask me.
Exactly, Gus.
It talks about a price, so
Yeah, there's a price to everything.
Very true.
ultimately it's your decision, but I would be very weary, like it suggests.
You'll be fine.
But normally when magic's involved, those prices can get mighty high.
You don't have to tell me that, Thomas. I'm well aware of what magic can do.
Trellador, make a perception check, please.
Me? Sorry,
Yeah.
you broke up.
Sorry, Trellador, perception check, please.
7.
7. Yeah. Quite tired now, aren't you? It's cool, you know. It's fine. Just sitting here for a bit will probably be okay.
Yeah. We'll I'll just hold on to the new axe. We'll just sort of sit down, just looking at it, admiring it.
It's very nice. Very, very nice. Seems to be sort of better quality than what you had. So, who else would like to do the thing?
Anyone else want this trident? I can certainly say from first-hand experience it's mighty effective.
Not my
Oh,
sort of thing, thank you.
Maybe offer it to Mickle.
That'd be an idea.
I'll take a look. You want me to see what it's like?
I'll offer it to Yorick. The
Okay.
trident that I got stabbed with.
It's a trident. It's fairly decent quality. It's not anything special. It's just a trident.
Just sort of do that thing where I flip it round and check the balance and all that, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's okay. For a big fork.
I think it's all right. It'd make a decent weapon if someone wanted to use it, but I'm all right.
Bit heavy for me, really.
My only question is, would you class it as a simple weapon, Chaz?
A trident.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's have a look and
Slave.
see what D&D Beyond says about tridents.
Roman versatile.
It's a martial melee weapon, so no.
Okay. No good for me, so anybody who could make use, you might as well keep it. Maybe one of the crew upstairs, when we get back up there, can do with it.
I'm not strong enough to wield such a weapon, but it might be of use to one of the crew, like you say.
You found anything else in that there room yet?
I can't open the chest.
Perhaps you'll need the key.
Do you have one?
And he's just jingling the keys that he's got.
So,
Put them out your hand, presume you're letting them go.
okay. So you eventually find there's a bunch of rusted keys on here, but 2 of them are fairly new, fairly shiny, just at the first glimmerings of rust. And one of them does indeed fit the chest in this room. And you open the chest, and it's fairly well preserved. There's not a lot of water in it. Seems to be okay. There are in here. There are 4 small boxes made of some sort of dark wood, maybe ebony, something like that. They don't appear to be locked. They're just boxes. They're about... actually, we don't need the map up now. You can all look at me instead. Let's have a go at that. Because, you know, you've missed me, haven't you?
Because you're much prettier.
Well, I mean, thanks, James. Dear. What is it you want exactly, James?
Me nothing.
Yeah, right, okay. So, yeah, the boxes you see are about sort of that sort of size. About that deep. Square boxes. 4 of them.
What are those?
And inside them,
Inside, if you open them up, there are rings. So 1 ring in each box. There's 1 ring that's inscribed with a feather, 1 with a shield, 1 with a flame, and 1 with a wave.
I will bring them all to Celeste because I figure she's best equipped to figure out what the hell they do.
Or Yorick?
Now
Okay.
I'm bringing them to Celeste.
So Celeste, Miette puts 4 boxes in your hands with rings in them. Also in that chest, before we move on completely, and I forget, there is a small hand crossbow that looks like the one that Snow's given you, Miette. And there are 3 very shiny daggers.
I think Yorick is the one who I can tell you if they're magical, but I can't tell you exactly what they can do. Yorick is best suited for that.
So now
Well,
I'm going to Yorick, who's glaring at me silently.
So, Yorick, Miette hands you these 4 boxes.
I will reach in and
right.
pull out 3 daggers.
Okay, the 3 daggers are +1 daggers.
Excuse you.
Oh, well, yeah, right. What do you want me to check if they're magic or what they do, or they do all sorts? What do you want to know?
Did you do anything? Or did you just pretty?
Okay, give me some time. I'll find out for you.
Okay, so you cast Identify, eh?
Are we doing this down here, or do we want to head back?
Good question.
And I'm also going to poke Snow for one of those daggers back.
And he'll hand one over. And do you want this? I'll swap you back for mine.
If you like.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they're all +1 daggers, and the hand crossbows are +1 hand crossbow. So divide those up however you wish.
Whilst Yorick is looking at one of the rings, can I just kind of peer down and look at their craftsmanship? See if I recognise a source that they're made from.
Okay, make a... Ooh, what would that be? Because you know all about sort of jewellery and stuff, don't you?
I am also
Make...
slyly looking for one that's got my red and gold colour scheme as well.
Okay. Make a... I'll say make a... investigation check with advantage.
22.
22. You don't recognise the maker. Again, they appear to your eyes old. These are old things. They're not... You've not seen this kind of workmanship in a long time. They appear to be elvish, maybe, in design, but you don't recall the elves making jewellery, at least not for a very long time. In fact, you don't think you've ever seen any elven jewellery, elven-made jewellery.
Looks elven styled, but ain't no elves to make jewellery like this.
But no, they're all silver, and they all have little engravings on them. None of them have red coloration.
Step back and just give Yorick some space.
Okay. Can I get a random 3 to make a perception check?
I will, because
Yeah,
I'm sitting
I
down
will.
at the moment.
Okay.
I'm too transfixed with my new axe, so
Would be me. I'll be playing with Bridris.
But I'm too tired, so only 8.
8. Okay.
Well,
14.
14.
13.
13. Florian, as you come back from giving the axe to Trelador, you spy in the corner behind the room you're all fighting in. There's another chest hidden
So-
around the back of this room.
Which room? The one where
The one
we
you
were.
all went into, yeah?
Yeah.
If you were to go round the back of it,
You go
Yeah.
deeper into the
Hang
cave
on,
and
let
then
me-
turn right.
And now I've got yeah.
let me change the camera again, you can see it what I mean. Let's just change. Okay, so you're all in here, yeah? So when you're coming back from here, you spot down here
Okay.
a chest.
Snow. Might need that set of keys you found earlier. We got another chest over here.
Okay, I'll bring them to you. And I'll make my way round to the other chest.
Okay, so you make your way. The other shiny key does indeed fit it. You open the chest up. There are 2 boxes, one of which contains 400 gold pieces.
Ooh.
The other one contains a box that's very familiar to you all.
And that's what I was waiting for. So that's the chest. I'm going to slam shut and announce to everyone we're all out of here. Let's go back up to the surface.
You're not with us, so you don't know.
And I'll open
I know.
said box.
Believe me, I know.
You open the said box. There is indeed another heart-shaped gem. Oh, sorry, not a heart-shaped. It's a trident-shaped gem. Very strange. It is blue with green swirls inside it.
This ain't good, Snow.
And he'll close the box.
Okay. Cool.
Is there anything else in this chest?
There
Yeah.
is nothing else in this chest. It's a much smaller chest. It was tucked away around the corner.
Okay. So there's 8 of us, yeah?
There are indeed.
Okay, so Snow will go and he will sort of divvy out 50 gold to each person and then keep 50 for himself.
Fair enough. Everybody gets 50 gold.
Thank you. Just out of curiosity, Chaz,
Yeah.
after finding this chest round the side here, and that, can I just kind of, just for a few minutes, just while Yorick is still doing his thing on that first ring,
Uh-huh.
can I just go back and forth a couple of times? And I want to have a look to see if there's any definitive markings on the chests to see what ship or boat they came off of.
Okay, yeah, sure. Make an investigation check.
About this time, I think Bridris would be going, so I'll just say hi to Bridris and thank him, her, it, they for turning up
Okay, so,
and coming to help and doing such a good job.
so you hear in your mind, huh, that was fun. Salty things.
Yes.
Bye then.
So, bye.
Florian, what
Did
do
he say zombie?
Salty.
Natural 9.
Okay,
Zombie.
much better.
Natural 19 for 21.
For 21. Okay, on the big chest, you can see the words Sea Dancer.
Nothing on the small one, though.
There's nothing on the small one whatsoever. There is also on the big one some Elvish script as well.
I'm just trying to see if there was any way of finding out where these came from, these chests here, Snow. Celeste or Trelador, I think you might be suited.
and speak Elvish as well?
Oh, well, if you can, marvelous. This one's got Elvish on it, and it says that it's, you know the ship, the Sea Dancer?
Does that ring any bells?
Make a history check with disadvantage. But
I'm happy to have a look.
Sorry.
No, no. 5.
5. No, you've never heard of a ship called the Sea Dancer. Celeste, you look at the Elvish script, which is fairly modern as far as you're concerned. Trellador would recognise it as ancient, but it says property of the Sea Dancer.
It just says property of the Sea Dancer. There's nothing special about it.
Whatever the Sea Dancer is.
I assume the name of some important ship. Probably Elven.
Or it could be a person.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe after Yarrick's done his thing on that first ring, I think the safest place is in numbers. We go back up to the cap.
Yeah, that sounds like a ship.
Everything down here is sounding weird. I ain't never heard of elves traveling about on boats. It's always been a tobacco thing.
Can I look around this room for anything else in Elven?
Make
It's
a
got like
investigation.
Elvish script. 12.
12. I mean, you don't see anything. It seems to be a natural cave. The only man-made thing appears to be this little room you're in and the contents with that other chest. But everything else seems to be naturally formed. Apart from there's a sort of archway in the middle of the room, near where the room is. But that
Did you
looks
say
ancient
something?
and crumbling.
Did you say something about some books, or was I
Yeah,
imagining?
there's some books there, some waterlogged, illegible books.
Okay. So there's nothing I can read off of any of those. Okay.
No, not really. They're too far gone.
I mean,
Well, have we got everything we came for?
script seems fairly modern to me. It's
Modern? It's ancient.
It's really ancient. Trellador, you couldn't possibly be modern in any way. It stretches the imagination.
Are you feeling okay, Celeste?
Well,
Okay.
she's not from this
I'm
world.
not from this world, so maybe. that
This
could
is
explain it.
ancient Elvish.
As you
Maybe
are,
I'm from an ancient world then.
as you were talking, you can,
She's your great great granny.
I mean, possibly.
I'll just
Who knows?
say,
Be nice to her because she might be your great 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 granny.
okay, Gus.
As you're having this conversation, and Yorick is concentrating on his identifier, Celeste, you can feel tremors in the floor. As you look down at the various pools in here, you can see them all vibrating. The water seems to be.
I'm not sure I like the sound of this. Can anybody else feel those tremors?
And we'll have a little break just for now, so while we think about that.
Ooh, righto.
So. So, welcome back. So, as you're having this conversation, Yorick is doing his identify. Celeste, you've noticed that the floor is starting to shake and shudder. Little bits of rock are tumbling. And the surfaces are shaking.
I suggest we might want to move this away from here, because I have nothing left.
Does anybody else pick up on these
Once
tremors?
Celeste points it out, you can all start to feel it as the whole room begins to shake. And then you felt this before as it rises
Oh no.
out. And as it rises up, you can see that the ceiling shakes and the rock covering starts to drop into the room. Need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Do I get danger? I can see this, so
You can,
does my
yeah.
danger?
Yeah, not bad.
So anybody get less than a 14? Just Melissa, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Can
You're
I help that in any way as I rolled a natural 20?
Not well. Okay, yeah. What I'll do then, if you want, you can take 3 points each if you push her out of the way of the rock.
100% if I see something falling and I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got-
you can do that.
20 total.
20 total. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I got 22.
Yeah. Anybody that gets under 14 gets hit with 7 points. Anybody over 14 doesn't, manages to avoid it. If you get a natural 20, you can push someone out of the way of falling rocks and take half the damage. Okay, so as you feel the floor rising and seemingly going past these rocks, and the stalagmites and stalactites just break apart with the force of this floor going up. And you can see a domed roof appearing out of the stone that's been covering it.
This looks familiar.
And there are
How do we?
trident symbols appearing underneath the rocks on the walls of this almost circular cavern now.
How do we keep ending up in these kinds of places?
I
Dwarves.
I would like to add that
Yeah, dwarves.
there is a trident shaped gem. It is
Well?
blue with green swirls.
I can at least confirm that there's definitely nothing to do with my church. But I'm going to look at the symbol and kind of think and see if. Have a think if I've seen it in Dar at all.
Make a religion check.
Religion 17.
17. Yeah, it looks really familiar. And when if Snow shows you the crystal, the gem, are you
I
showing it
very sheepishly open the box
for the second time?
and then snap it closed.
Okay. Yeah, you
Is
recognise.
that a pretty woman? Is Julia Roberts here?
Not getting that reference at all, but okay.
I do.
Good, as long as somebody gets it. So you see that the trident symbol reminds you of something called the Daughters of the Deep.
Ain't a part of my church, but it is. There is a group within Dar that do have this as their symbol. They call themselves Daughters of the Deep.
Now, what did you
At
roll? You
least.
rolled a
17.
17. You don't know huge amounts about them, but you know that they claim that under the sea there is a great temple that will one day rise again.
It seems like we shouldn't bother going to Dar if bits of Dar keeps coming to us.
I
would have
wonder
my sister
if
could be in Dar.
I
Sir?
wonder if all these temples are where people used to worship stuff before they all went to Dar.
I think these temples are.
Maybe we could go to Dar and say to people, "Look, we found your temple. Now give us loads of diamonds."
Are there any
Or
other symbols
Do
we
I
should be
know
wary
if
of?
do I know if the Daughters of the Deep are above board, or if they're a bit more, one of the more shady groups in Dar?
They don't tend to be as their recruitment is more by word of mouth than trying to trick people into joining them. They do recruit. You've heard that they practice sacrifice by drowning, but that's a rumour. You don't know if it's true or not. Nothing's ever been proved.
As far as I'm aware, Daughters of the Deep are above board, but doing that in Dar ain't the wisest idea.
and perhaps we don't want to let anybody know that we've got crystals that may be part of their faith.
Indeed.
We don't really want to get killed over a gem that we accidentally found.
Are there any other symbols we should be wary of? Any other religions in Dar that might
I
be connected?
mentioned a couple earlier today. Be the Temple of Light and Love. Those the ones you want to avoid. I'm
What's their
pretending
symbol?
myself. I don't know if the Temple of Light and Love have a symbol.
Oh, they do. Yes, they do. They have a symbol
Are
of.
they plagiarists?
It's pretty close to yours. Yeah, it's a heart surrounded by beams of light.
Yeah. It's a single heart. Don't trust them. They tend to take people away and you never see them again.
Well, I'm starting to think that I'm not sure any of these religions can technically be trusted.
Unfortunately, that's the case with Dar. Good 80%. But there are some truthful ones. They're just built on people looking for faith and guidance.
Sounds like a lot of people just trying to trick and coerce money, if you ask me.
Unfortunately, that's kind of a human thing. That's what we're trying to do.
Kind of a religious thing, let's face it.
Yeah, kind of.
So what are we going to do now?
We should probably get out of this cave, to be honest. Get out of this temple. But
I like the sound of that plan. I'll look for a door.
Yes, because every other temple has allowed us to just walk out after
Exactly.
finding the crystal.
Well, this one's already risen, so.
Look around. There are 4 doorways, open, arched doorways that you can see out to the water.
and we see the light of the camp. And,
Make a
I'll just
perception
walk
check.
out the nearest one.
Okay, roll me a d4. Let's see which way you go.
Perception 13.
13. You don't, no.
Any of y'all
Is there any
see
island
this?
left?
Number 1.
Number 1, yeah, you walk out the northern doorway. You walk out to a short beach, and then it's about 10 feet, and then the water. Make a perception check
Here.
if you want to search for the rest of the island.
I imagine by this point Celeste's starry form would have gone out because it's only 10 minutes.
18.
18. You sort of cast looks about out all 4 doorways, and they all seem to have like a short stretch of beach and then water.
I'm aware this question isn't going to have like a straight up DM answer, but have we just killed the remaining crew? Because it kind of feels that way.
I can't can't tell you that. I don't know if you have or not. I mean, you don't know if you have or not.
Can I go out and can I turn around and look up?
Okay. Which door are you going out?
I'm gonna go.
Gus went out the northern
Okay.
door.
Okay. Which door would I assume would be closest to the one where we came in?
You would probably think it would be the western door.
Okay, I will leave through the western door, turn and look up.
Okay, make a perception check.
It's 14 plus 3, 17.
17. You go out again onto a short 10-foot wide beach area, which is sort of stony grey stones mixed with some sand. You look up, you see the temple walls rising about 30 feet, and then tridents sticking out above that, just sort of decorating above the four doorways, and a domed roof.
Because we went down into this rock, I'm making a leap here that the cave that we were in, the cave, went up. So I'm kind of looking to see if I can see Mickle or Kel or...
You cannot. You can see a domed roof. That's it. There's no sign of any of the shipmates. There's no sign of the cave entrance or any of the straggly bushes that you saw.
Is there a way for me to scale this thing?
You could certainly try.
Okay. I will
Be an
attempt.
acrobatics check or athletics. It's up to you.
Acrobatics, please.
Okay.
I'll shout out on the northern shore. Hello? Anyone there?
Right, okay.
You get no answer.
21 on acrobatics.
21. Yeah. So you scale up. It's like 30 feet, sort of up to the sort of a plinth that runs round, and then this domed roof, which again it goes up to a further 15 feet, but it is a dome, so that'd be slightly harder to climb up. But you can see these tridents that are above each of the doorways sort of rise up a good 15 feet each one. But there doesn't appear to be anything within sight of this tiny island that appears to be all temple now.
Can I see if I can go out one of the archways and see if I can find the lifeboat or the boats that we arrived on?
So go to which archway are you going through?
I probably would go towards the same one as Snow if I knew which direction we'd come from.
Okay. Yeah. Snow has gone out the west. Snow is there. So you're going. Make a perception check.
I'll go back in and say, no, we're down here.
You're going back in.
Yeah, and then I'll sit by Yorick. Oh, okay.
You go to walk back in, and the doorway is black. You can't see in it. You push against it, and it's solid.
24.
24. You go out. You look around. You can't see any sign of any boats or anything. You can see snow up on the top.
Can you see anything from up there?
Make a perception check.
Probably not 12.
12. Water. Lots and lots of water.
I'll get my sword out and start poking the doorway.
I want to not go out the doorway.
Okay.
I do, however, want to go again to the western doorway, because where everyone else is going, and see if there's any familiar marks there. If there had been any other kind of... Obviously, we're on the only island, but any other rocks that would have been in the water that should have been familiar to us as markings, or...
Make a perception check.
Can I do a loop all
I
the
don't know
way
how to
around
do this.
the island, trying to look
Sure,
for any
Yep, we'll get to
footprints
that
or
in a
anything
minute.
like that?
That was only a 9.
That's 9. You can't see any, no.
When everyone's done what they want to do, I want to ask you something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get to everyone in turn. So, Celeste, you're going to set off on your round. Yorick, your identify has now completed.
Okay.
You sort of come back to yourself. You appear to be in a completely different place from when you started concentrating on this. It's very weird. You have 4 rings in your possession, one of which is a ring of featherfall.
These down.
One is a ring of protection, a ring of warmth, yep, and a ring of swimming.
Cool.
These are the things you have identified.
Cool.
This has been another use of the identify spell to steal from one of the masters. So yeah, you sort of come to, and Gus is outside waving his sword about for some reason, not sure why. Miette is peering out one of the doorways. You can't see Celeste or Snow. Florian had, brain melt. Florian and Melissa and Trelador are still here for the moment. What would you
I'm
like
probably
to
looking.
do?
I'm looking quizzically at.
Yorick, what would you like to do, Yorick?
Well, I'm gonna kind of get to my feet, tuck the those rings away in a pocket or something. What's happening?
Don't ask.
We found yet another stone.
Oh, right.
Pretty much the same as the last 2 we've been in.
Okay.
I think this one is a little different.
Mm.
I think that this time the temple is on the outside.
Temple is on the
Why did you?
Kill it. Well, don't we just need to put a stone in a hole and?
Yes, but if the temple is on the outside, the place for the stone is on the outside. And if we go outside, we won't be able to get back in.
I don't see the problem. We go outside.
Do we see Gus?
I don't think the outside is our outside.
Confused.
I have no idea what you're on about.
That's a... Do we see Gus waving his sword about? In
Do
the
see
air?
Gus waving his sword about and yelling. You can't hear it.
Gus, honey, you all right?
Gus, you can neither
Boing,
see
boing,
nor
boing.
hear.
Boing, 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 poke, poke.
Yeah, it's just bouncing off.
I'll look back at Miette and kind of say, you know, I think you might be right.
We
At
have
least
no
something
magic
along
left.
those.
Or at least Celeste can no longer heal anyone. So if we all go outside and we find the socket for the stone, and I am correct that the temple is outside, then we may as well just fall on our swords now.
That's very defeative of you.
Ever the optimist.
Oh, by all means, go out and fight it with your wounds. See
But
how well
I'm
you
just-
do.
I'm just waiting to be told what to do. You know, I'm not the smart one here.
Okay,
You
Florian.
say the dwarf is trying to hit a rubber door
Yeah.
with a
Florian,
sword.
you had something you wished to do.
Yes, so whilst everything's going on, so basically after I would have pushed Melissa out the way and the temple comes up, as it comes up, Brian was just going to stand there and, a bit like he did on the ship, kind of trying to invoke that calmness of mind, that stillness, so he can just gather his thoughts. And basically, I want to see or Florian wants to see if he can make a correlation of the dreams he had
Yeah.
to when the temples arose and the stone was put in the socket and taken out. And this is to do with information with everything what's gone on from all of these spells,
Okay.
the summoning spell and everything like that.
Make an intelligence roll.
So close. I'm sitting there going, insight.
I don't know what he wants to insight, so it's got to be an
I'm
intelligence.
not. I'm not inciting anything.
Exactly.
I'm not
So
inciting anything.
you're trying to
It's-
work it out in your mind what's going on. So which is why I'm
Yes.
asking for an intelligence roll.
Which is really good. Natural 20.
That's 20. Nice. Okay. You have the idea that this is like, what, the third temple you've been in now that's come to life, as it were, or come up from below with your interaction. You've also seen your sister in somewhere that looks similar to these places. This one looks a little different, but the feeling you get from it is very similar, of something awakening or some things awakening. It feels... You remember when you first got into Dar, all the different temples that you've been warned about? Some of them seemed so genuine, so friendly and so lovely. You got the feeling that they were genuinely worshipping some benign entity. These temples, you're getting the feeling that there are genuine entities involved. Maybe not benign, but certainly genuine, powerful entities. So I wasn't going to give you that much, but you rolled a natural 20, so, you know.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
You also
I'll
make
come
the
out
leap that every single one of them had one of these gems.
Yeah.
And these gems must be linked somehow. There must be somewhere someone knows about them.
So I'll come out of that kind of thought pose.
Okay.
I heard all y'all, so I was just trying to block a lot of this out. Melissa, everyone, where's? Oh, well, everyone ain't here, but
Yeah, you don't see
Snow.
Snow or Gus or... Well, actually, you see Gus, but he's outside waving a sword about for some reason, not sure why. But you don't see Celeste or Snow at all.
I was just trying to piece all of this together and what we know so far. Mainly to see if it was something to do with this summoning spell. What York identified on myself between me and my sister. And you know those feelings I got? I got a little bit of feeling about all of these temples we've been in, that whatever being is being adored here or worshipped here, they don't feel as if they're not so real like our fairy tales of this world are. They're powerful. They want something. They could be linked with everything what's going on. And I'm just a bit afraid that if that gem goes into that chair or whatever it is with this temple, that there's another heart etched into my chest.
So what do you suggest we do?
At the minute, that's all I can come up with, but if we could all talk and we could all have a bit of a thoughts into the mixing pot.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you two are the religious nutjobs in this group, so...
Thank you, darling.
I get that, but there's a point of being a religious nutjob about your religion and not everyone else out there, so we don't know everything, but someone has to know something, don't they? Someone has to know, because someone is putting these gems out here to be used to get these temples from underground upwards and back into action again.
Not convinced that the placing of these gems is connected to what's happening between you and Dakota. I think that might be wholly within our wheelhouse. And these other temples feel different, almost.
Definitely, but I
But
mean, visions what I had. Dakota is in a temple similar to these.
that comparison you made to fairy tales and folk tales, those are genuinely made for reasons. Fae and demons, these are real creatures. Who's to say that these temples weren't made for, wow, some kind of gods, almost? Feels a bit silly, but
I know, but
But-
everything at and it's a bit silly, so everything's
and I'll
got to
then
happen.
kind of turn and look at Yorick. You say you worship a god, don't you?
I certainly do. And I know that mine's real. So there's no reason that there can't be more, is there?
Oh, shit.
Whilst you're having a conversation, Celeste, you're walking round the outside of the temple, which is fairly easy to do. There's about a 10-foot gap between the temple walls and the sea. And you walk round. What are you looking for, if anything particular?
Any signs that anyone's been this way, so footprints or anything that looks familiar where the boats might have been if they were there at one point?
Okay, make an investigation check.
12.
12.
I should have guided myself, I forgot.
Yeah. As you walk around, you don't see any footprints in the sort of rubbly rock sand. Probably difficult to see that anyway. But you would expect to see sort of drag marks where the boats were dragged up onto the shore. There are none. And you walk round, and then you do see some footprints, and then you realise they're yours. You've gone all the way around. You haven't seen a single soul.
I'll look up towards snow. I assume I can see Gus banging on.
Nope. You
Can I see
cannot
snow?
You can see snow, yeah. When you look back into the doorway, you can't see anything. It's black.
Well, this is not good. The doorways are blacked out, Snow.
There's only one doorway. The one you came through.
While I'm up there, can I have a look for any, I suppose, places where this gem could possibly fit?
Sure, make an investigation check.
Snow has the gem, doesn't he?
Yep.
25.
25. You look around. The top is just a smooth dome, made of some sort of black stone, with sort of green swirling pattern in it. The four tridents appear to be. There doesn't appear to be anything to put this gem in or on. There's no cutout like there were with the others on the chairs, etc. There's no cutout that you can find to put this in.
Okay. Can I go back to the door?
Yep.
And can I open the box with the gem in? And can I push the gem towards the door?
Sure. So you open the box, push the box, and it meets resistance and just won't go any further.
There were 4 doorways, and I can only see one now, so...
Well, the arches are still there, but they seem to be... They're not black like the one you have. They were just blank stone. This is a blackness that sort of... that seems to be deep and going on forever. It's void-like in its darkness. The other ones are just black stone like the rest of the temple.
At the expense of this hitting me, I'm going to pick the gem up and I want to dip it in the water.
gem in the water by the sea. Okay.
Back in a sec.
The gem, as you, are you putting it all the way under, or are you just going to dip it like a biscuit?
No,
Are
I'm
you
gonna
dunk
put-
it, or are you going to
It's going to be
submerge it in the water?
in his fist, and he's going to push it into the water
So
all
you
the way.
submerge it into the water. Water's cold. Nothing appears to be happening.
I'm going to. I can't think of anything else to do right now, so I'm going to see if I can concentrate and try and detect magic to see if I can figure out what we're supposed to be doing next. Unless you have an idea.
So you're going
It's
to cast detect magic. Yeah?
I'm going to sit and cast it as a ritual, so
Ritual,
it's going to take
okay.
about 11 minutes.
Okay.
Well, while
Can
she
those
does
just-
that, I'd like to get fed up of banging a rubber door with my sword, put it away, and just sort of look left, look right, and go left, and just start walking around the edge of the temple.
You looking for anything in particular, or just walking around?
Looking for another way in or any other people.
Okay. So you start going left. So you start to go around, and you see you come on another archway like the one you came through, but that's just the black and yellow. Black and blue and green shimmery stone like the rest of the temple.
So it's made of stone.
Appears to be, yeah.
I'll sort of just bang it with my fists just to make sure.
Yeah, appears to be stone.
Okay, I'll carry on walking then.
Keep walking round. Get to another one. Same.
I'll bang that as well. I might even kick it just because I'm getting frustrated now.
You kick it. It's definitely rock. It hurts.
Okay, I'll carry on walking.
Keep walking round. You get to another one.
And I'll do the same again.
It's definitely stone, and you get back round to the black inky void of the one you came through.
Well, bugger me, that's strange.
Those
Yeah.
of us inside,
Yeah.
will we have seen him going past each of the doors, or did he just disappear from sight?
He just disappeared from sight for a while, and then he came back.
And then I'll just sit out on the sand outside and just get a stick and just angrily start making shapes in the sand
Okay.
because I've used up my intelligence.
What shapes are you making?
Just random like lines and triangles and things like that, and a few circles.
Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. This isn't going to go very well.
So as you sort of
-1.
drawing in the beautiful golden sand,
14.
14.
That was a 15 -1.
Okay, so you sort of draw in, you draw like squiggles and shapes, and you draw a three-pronged trident. You keep lovingly drawing this trident, and it gets deeper and deeper into this beautiful golden sand. And the sun starts to get really hot on your head. And the trident, you go inscribe deeper and deeper and deeper. And eventually, without realising it, you're not just doing this with a stick anymore, you're shoveling earth out of the way. As you've gone through the sand, and you've big a sort of 6-foot spear with three-pronged trident on top of it in the sand. And you sort of brush yourself off. The rest of you inside can see Gus doing this.
What's he doing?
I don't know, but I don't think it's good.
And you stand back and you look at your work. It is good. Now, all you have to do now is get the gem. Is what you hear in your head.
That. Hello? Who's there?
So as we see him doing that, sorry, Chaz, I didn't know this.
No,
If
no.
you want to reply,
Yeah, good.
I'm just going to be. Before we make any decisions, can we just have a look around here, on the walls, on the floor, just like all we have the last temples, the symbols, or anything which could help us out here? and I'm going to have a look around the walls, the floors, and the obvious reason of asking, because nobody else has yet. Any chairs here? Is there any chairs?
You're looking for furniture at a time like this?
Not furniture, but like the
Yeah,
actual,
I know what
you
you
know,
mean. Make an investigation check.
non-natural 20.
Not natural 20. There, I mean, there are symbols of tridents on the walls. They look to be greeny blue ink on this black stone. There doesn't appear to be anything on the floors. There appears to be no chair, as you've seen in the other temples.
The symbols aren't like the last one we saw, where they're different on each wall
Nope.
or anything like that?
It's just a large 6-foot trident on in between each of the doorways.
Well, the only thought I got, I had it when I first found out about the gym with young Snow there, is so far we've kind of deduced which is going to happen with each of the others. This one's going to need fire, right?
Yeah. My only concern is that, well, didn't Snow take the gem?
Yeah, he did, and I don't know which door he went out, because I had my eyes closed, kind of concentrating.
Can we see Snow and Celeste out of one of the doors?
I would have parked myself in front of the doorway of the
Yeah,
Inky
you can
Boys.
see
So
on a windswept, rocky beach, on an overcast day, Snow and Celeste.
Is the weather different out of each of the doors?
Yeah, well, same question I was about to ask.
Well, you look back at where Gus is, and it's a warm, sunny day with a golden, sandy beach.
About the others.
Checking the eastern door, appears to be a storm happening with a giant rocky shore. There's no sand at all out here. It's just big rocks. And the southern door leads to what appears to be a shingle beach with sort of pebbles and then bits of sand and then more pebbles going into the water.
That's kind of odd.
Peculiar.
Yes.
So, it does seem you're right, Mia. Outside of this temple definitely is a different place.
what was the weather out the southern one?
The southern one is
Shingles.
it's a shingle beach, but the weather is it's cloudy and it's a slight rain, but nothing like the eastern where there's a big storm.
And the western one is sort of a bit of a stony.
It's a stony mixture of sort of like large stones, small stones, and the weather is overcast.
And I think we need to stay together as much as we can, but they look like far different rooms from out here when you've got Snow and Celeste in one and Gus in the other.
We lost track of Gus for a while, but we never saw him pass. These temples getting weirder by the minute each time we find them.
What is the, so I've looked at the walls and the floor, Chaz. Anything up above us? Or is it just the shape of the dome?
It's just a big dome, seemingly made of the same stone as the walls. I mean, if you wanted to try and climb up on one of the archways and then... But you don't see how you would get up to the top of the dome on the inside.
Not necessarily the top, but does it look like there's ledges up there?
No, it looks smooth.
I don't think we're gonna find what we're looking for in here. Last 2 times we were trapped in these temples, we couldn't get out until we put the gem somewhere. And Snow has it.
Celeste, did you say you were sat down on the beach meditating or on the stones meditating?
I was literally casting detect magic while I was sitting.
Okay. Well, we'll say that has now come to fruition. Detect magic. Snow has a number of magical items on him now. Some of his daggers light up. The box with the gem in it, that lights up.
Yeah. I have both the gems.
Yeah. The other box with the other gem in it, that lights up.
Do I recognise that box as the one being that Miette had at one point?
Well, you're detecting magic, not boxes, so you can't see the box. You just
Right.
know that there are magical items in his bags.
One of the gems is actually in my hand, the trident.
Sorry, yeah, he's got a magic gem in his hand that he's just plunged into the water.
But I know what kind of magic it is, so I don't know if that would be familiar to me from the last time or not.
They're different. They give off a different aura.
But is one of them the one that I detected on Miette
Yes,
previously? Okay.
it's in his bag.
You have both the gems now then?
Yes.
And some nice shiny weapons, I see. Anything else around me that's giving off a magical aura?
Nope, you get a strange and uneasy feeling about the temple when you look at it. Sort of slightly queasy, but...
I don't like the feel of this temple, but I can't feel anything else magical, apart from what you and I have on us.
I will sit down and I'll just start stacking stones.
Okay. So, you sit and you start stacking stones. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh Christ. 14.
14. Okay. You start stacking stones, just generally, and then you slow down. Celeste, you watch as he starts to glow with an eerie enchantment of some kind. His whole being, and you look and he's starting to make a pattern out of the stones in the shape of a trident.
I want to grab him by the shoulder and shake him and cast guidance at the same time.
Okay, as you grab him by the shoulder, make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it against a charm? Because I get advantage with that.
Yeah, it's against a... Well, is it against a charm? Yeah.
It doesn't matter anyway. My first roll was a natural 18 for 23.
Yeah, okay. It's... You feel very weird when you touch him. It's almost as if it's trying to repel you.
Snow.
You can cast guidance.
And I'll just sort of give him a little shake.
There's an irritant on your shoulder. It's interfering with your important work. Make the trident.
If he's still not responding, can I kick at the stones?
Sure, yeah. You kick at the stones. Snow. This idiot is interfering with the process. You can't let them do this. You have to put the stones back. You have to make the trident. Make the trident. Call from the deep. Make the trident.
He will turn and sort of just, well, without even looking, he'll just pull one of the daggers and hold it out with one hand, put the gem in his pocket and just carry on stacking.
Yeah, Snow doesn't seem to want you to interfere. The rest of you inside can see this happening. Snow's just pulled a dagger on Celeste and appears to be busy making a large
Well, this just-
trident out of rocks.
Look, does the way that Snow's acting look similar to the way that Gus went?
Yes. It looks as though they're feverishly making this trident. And won't
Right,
be
this
happy
just got
until it's
interesting.
finished.
I'm going to try and pull him away.
Okay.
Ooh, you're gonna die.
Snow, make an attack roll, please.
17.
17. And roll your damage.
It's 2. One of the shiny new ones. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. You see, you see Snow just whirl, stab, and then go back.
Right. I'm
to-
doing something impulsive and risky. You all stay here, and I'm going to go through towards them, pulling out one of my scimitars and lighting it with my crimson ring.
Okay. So you run through the doors. Celeste, Snow's just stabbed you. It's... What? Snow, you get the trident finished, and the voice in your head says, good. Now, 2 more, then we're there. And you snap back to yourself. And you see blood on your dagger in your hand. You're like, what the fuck? You turn, you see Celeste bleeding.
Probably moved over to Celeste and helping
yeah,
her.
You see Melissa out helping with a
What?
flaming scimitar in her hand.
What?
You feeling better? As I'm kind of cleaning Celeste's wounds, pointing the scimitar towards Snow.
I think I've decided I don't like it when people stab me.
What was that?
It hurts quite hard.
You went into like a fever dream and started stacking stones like a crazy person. I tried to help you and you pushed me away, and then I thought if I pushed the stones over it would help, but it didn't, and then I tried to pull you away from the stones and you stabbed me.
Snow,
I
you don't remember
recognise
any of
this?
this.
Would I recognise this as charm magic?
Yeah, this is definitely an enchantment of some kind.
That's charm magic, honey. It takes a lot more to break people out of it.
Well,
Would I remember what it said?
You make an intelligence check. Straight intelligence check.
13.
So you recall something about 2 more? But you're not sure what? 2 what? Two somethings? And then you look down and see the trident and you go, oh, 2 more of these.
Something wants 2 more of these.
Well, and I'll point. When I turn around, I'm kind of expecting to see some form of barring to prevent me from going back into the
There's
temple.
a black void covering the doorway.
Yep, looks exactly. Yep, we're in another one of these temples. It's the other way round. Miette figured it for any of us. We saw Gus going the same as you, Snow. His beach was the beach he was on was covered in sand. He started digging and he just kept digging until he was out of it and snapped out of it and seemed confused. Did we see the shape of what Gus was digging?
Oh yeah. This is like a 6 foot long, excavated a good foot down trident shape.
And he made something that looks just like that.
Something was telling me it needs 2 more of these.
I'm assuming that's the other 2 doorways then, if you say Gus has done the same thing.
I assume so. It's a good job all of us didn't go out the same.
I don't really know what to say.
I'm just trying to bind my wound as best I can.
Yeah, I've been helping him as best I can with one hand. I'm still holding the scimitar.
I'm gonna be.
Oh,
I'm gonna
and-
stop. Sorry, go on.
So, back inside, Yorick, Trellador, Miette, and Florian. You've seen Melissa run out and assist Celeste, and Snow come to himself looking very confused. What are you doing, guys?
No one go out that way. We
No.
don't know what's going on.
Just give me a second here, and I'm gonna walk over to the archway where Celeste, Snow, and Melissa went out. Not
Okay.
gonna go through it or anything. And I'm gonna get out some of my paper
Uh-huh.
and my cartographer's tools, and I'm just gonna write "What now?" question mark, and just be holding it up, ready for one of them, or at least Melissa, to look back.
Okay. Good to know. Yorick, what are you up to?
Kind of just watching Gus, really. Sort of wanting to go out, but having been told not to.
I'm just drawing pictures of Bridris in the sand now.
He seems to be perfectly happy. He's drawing pictures in the sand.
I've sort of forgotten about everything. I'm just having great fun on the beach.
It's lovely and warm.
What do we do?
Melissa knows more than the ones who went out first know. So we need her to find a way to send us a message.
Yeah, we need to run out a door.
Did you say you could see Gus still from inside?
Yeah, we did, and that plays into what I was going to do next. I came here with this because I know that Snow has the gem. And I'm pretty sure if the red gem was averse to water, it might be the other way around with this one on the fire. But, and I'm going to kind of try and get out a piece of paper myself. I might have one. If not, I'm going to pull out one of my heavily modified tarot cards and write on it, make tridents on other beaches. And I'm going to go up to the blackness and kind of hold it up, kind of trying to guess where people's eye lines are, so I keep moving it.
Okay.
I am looking
Yeah, resist the urge
intently
to
at
bash
this.
the paper.
Yeah, Florian, you see, you're standing there holding this piece of paper.
I have no idea that they can't see it, so
No, but you're holding it up, sort of hopefully waiting for them to respond. Before they do so, before I get to that, Trelador, is there anything you wish to do?
No, I'm just sitting around waiting to be told what to do. I am not smart.
Okay, you are so smart, somebody. And okay, so eventually, after what seems like an age, Melissa writes something on a piece of paper and holds it up and sort of moves it around. Make a perception check, please, because she's moving it. If she'd have held it still, she'd have been fine.
Yeah, but I'm holding it with one hand because if I let go
because she's got the
I lose
sword
the
out,
fire.
so it's very difficult to see.
22.
22,
I'm
but you
rolling
don't have a
really
problem.
well.
You're like sort of monk shit, and you see that it says make tridents on other beaches.
So
Melissa, you have no idea whether they've seen this or not.
I'm just going to be standing there holding it until something happens.
And that's where we'll take a break for tonight. Because
Woof.
it's nearly 15:15, and that's where we shall end.
Woof, woof.
So,
Oh, God.
thank you all very much for playing. That was mighty fun, if I may say so.
We're having a great time at the beach.
Yeah, you can come for a swim. It's lovely.
Not
I
having
am
such a
already
great.
bricking it at those last 2 doors.
I'm not having such a great time on the
No,
beach.
Celeste is not having a fun day at the beach.
Well, don't forget I'm a mountain dwarf. I've never actually been to the beach before. It's a lovely sunny day, so it's great fun.
I'm just very confused.
Yes.
I'm even more confused that I can roll dog shite in battle, but the past 4 rolls have been
Yeah.
just what we needed them.
It's like, wow.
Welcome to my world.
If I had a gold piece for every time we ended up trapped in a temple with a strange magical gem, I'd have 3 gold pieces, which isn't much, but it's strange that it's happened 3 times.
I mean,
So far.
3 times so far, as Mia says. So,
Yeah, it's like,
sorry, go ahead, Mia.
no, I was just going to say, when Florian was doing his meditation and, like, you know, feeling some kind of being behind us, I was like, are you telling me there's some kind of fucking old god that's directing us? Like, we're just pawns. How fucking dare.
I think we're more prawns.
Like a puppy.
In this
Oh,
case,
with this temple, yes.
I spent so long trying to think of how to phrase that so it would be the right way to phrase it, because
Yeah, and you
I
did.
tried
That
to
was
link
really
all
good.
of
It
that.
was a really excellent question. I was very impressed with that. And you rolled a natural 20, so I was like, fuck. Gotta tell you loads. Gotta put it together for you.
Yay!
But
even though I kind of saw this coming, it was fun having that revelation for the characters. Kind of like,
yeah.
Oh,
this is what
shit.
it's all about, isn't it?
I kind of
these
figured I
religions
was
are
going to
more
get
real
stabbed.
than we thought.
I kind of figured I was going to get stabbed, but that's
Yeah,
what
well,
I do.
you tended. I mean, that's exactly what Snow would have done, because you were interfering with his important business. But
He's a tabby kind of cat.
yeah, he is indeed.
Stabby cat.
So, open up to questions. Anybody want to ask a question of each other or of me? It's entirely up to you.
I'd just like to say that Snow's not a tabby cat, he's a stabby cat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Stabby cat, stabby
Snow doesn't even have stripes, does he?
cat. No, it's
And then the
blotchy.
stripes.
It's like a snow leopard.
Snow leopard.
He's
Hey, plus, if you want to go for a swim, I got a ring that can help you.
Oh, thank God for that.
I was kind of thinking, hold on, this cult is there's a rumor about this cult for ritual sacrifice by drowning. I'm concerned if Gus goes towards the water. But
Yeah, no, I was
that
thinking,
didn't end up
Shield
happening.
Beach, we can make a trident fairly easily there. The one that's storm-racked, who are we sending out to die? That's what's facing us next week.
That could be
Yeah,
tricky. That
The other cat.
The
To be
other
fair,
cat.
Gus didn't get hit at all in that fight.
Fuck
He was
off.
unfortunate.
You're the pervert that's getting wet.
Yeah, I feel like Gus was the only one that got away without any damage.
That's because I'm sensible and battle hardened. I'm trained in the
I'm
art.
not there.
Well, I don't think Yorick took any damage either.
No,
Today,
Yorick had been hit, but not
Yeah.
this session. Sorry.
the only damage I took today was from falling rocks after the fight.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still only on 12 HP because I got hit last week.
Yes, of course.
I'm down to 4 now, so.
I could help with that if you want.
Smart.
7.
I did some healing today. Don't give me that look.
Hey, I
Yeah.
did some healing as well.
I think there's been quite a lot of character growth, so do we get to level up?
Always with the important questions, Finny. Yes, you do. Please.
Yay!
I was waiting for someone to ask.
If
I was
you
waiting for
Someone
everyone.
always does.
I was waiting for everybody to stop talking.
It's
Yeah.
Fiddy's job. It's Fiddy's job.
Is it?
Florian needs to
Okay.
roll his 1d4 for his hit points.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so we will
Wow.
go round in an order of my choosing. We will start with Yorick. What did you get on your hit die?
7.
7. Nice. Miette, what did you get on your hit dice?
Sorry, I'm still taking out my dice if you want to watch someone else.
You put them away because you thought it was all over.
I put them away prematurely.
You did. You've tidied too soon.
And I also can't remember what to roll.
D8,
Rogue's D8.
Rogues is D8, so.
assuming you're taking a level in Rogue. You might not be.
I have no reason to do otherwise yet because the world hasn't shown itself to me. 5.
5. Nice. Florian.
Have you
I have
rolled?
rolled a 7.
What?
I know.
That can't be right.
Are you
Forgot the
sure?
You are
ring.
young. I'll be doing
It's
pretty.
just
Say
mental.
one, roll it again.
I'm now above 20.
You know you can re-roll ones, right?
What did you roll, Martin?
7.
Okay, let's have Melissa.
That's a 2
A 2? Oh, that's
on
not
a
good.
D10.
That's not good. That's not good at all. Trelador.
10.
Wow. Good work, sir.
Rolled really well on my hit point dice.
Nice.
Nice.
Snow.
6.
6. Very nice. Very respectable. Gus.
3.
3. Oh, bit rough. Bit rough.
Never mind.
And Celeste.
I rolled a 6.
6. Very nice too. Cool. Excellent news. Good. So everybody got a...
Ability score increase this level.
Or a feat.
Or a feat if you're feeling fancy.
Again, assuming everyone's taking a 4th level in their original class.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay. So, cool. Excellent. So everybody levels up. So you get shiny new spells, possibly, some of you.
Oh, I need to give Ridris a level up as well.
You do, yes, indeed.
I'll have to go ahead and change my thingy book for that.
Right.
Yep. I'll do that.
I just sat and rolled my other D10s that I've got in here. All 4 of them were 6s.
Bad night you're having, isn't it?
Oh, hang on, there's another one here. They rolled a 10.
Good, excellent. So you chose well.
Yep.
You went to the Fiddy school of choosing a hit dice.
Yeah, I'm going to say that I drained Florian's bad luck just so that he could have some hit points.
So we by any chance, heal up on leveling?
Afraid
You
not.
get the hit points that you roll, but not much else.
Worth a try.
Worth a try, definitely worth a try.
I have
It means
gone.
I'm a little bit less away from Death's Door now.
Yeah,
I've got- I've gone from 12 to 22.
Nice.
That is better than a 2nd level healing spell for me.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. So, you've got nice shiny new things, some of you.
Spells, spells. Well, I keep forgetting that as a cleric I can change my spells daily.
You can change the spells after a long rest.
After a
indeed.
long rest, you can change your spells.
I am very much used to sorcerer that cannot.
Yes.
I'm druid, so I can do the same. So.
Yeah, you are now a prepared spellcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
there's lots to choose from. Awesome.
I'm also a cleric on a Sunday night, so I'm constantly having to think about spells.
Cool. So, are there any other questions or statements or just anything? Or are we good?
Good.
Good?
Cool.
Right, well, I hope you're all enjoying.
Very much.
I aim to be as confusing and entertaining as possible. So
As is your job.
hopefully
Definitely
that's,
succeeding.
hopefully that's
Certainly
coming through. To give you a bit of a challenge, None of this boring stuck inside a temple. Let's get you outside.
We're now stuck outside.
What the temple instead.
Indeed. Shame somebody worked it out like that.
I'm sorry, I have to be the smart one today, apparently.
It wasn't you.
Oh,
It was me out.
It was me.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, cool. Right, okay. Thank you all very much for playing. You are all awesome as always. Thank you for those that are watching. you are also awesome. We love you all, and we will be back here on next Tuesday for the continuation of Helloran Rising. The clue's in the name, folks. We
More than one of them.
more than one of them. So we also don't have any other streaming at the moment. I'm not sure if Role Playing Gamers are back on at the moment or not. If they are, please go check them out. Give them some love on a Sunday, I want to say, and possibly a Monday when they do their Star Wars.
Every
I'm
other
not sure.
Monday.
Every other Monday. Go check them out. The links are on the Twitch. They're all awesome. Give them some love. So, love you all. See you all very much soon. Bye bye.